Welcome to Boomer Bongo. I was checking my watch. Welcome to Boomer Bongo. What time is it? Welcome to Boomer Bongo Boulevard. I'm Mike, just Mike, and my brother Ron, just Ron, is looking at me on the screen as we're preparing to go here. I think you just saw him wave. And we want to implore you to smash the subscribe button. We got one new subscriber last week, Ron.
And even beg you. We'll beg. I mean,
we'll beg. We're
we'll
begging right
do
now.
stuff,
Just
whatever.
smash that thing. In fact, I encourage you to develop some new internet identities and go in to YouTube in different ways.
Hey, that could work.
Smash the button.
I just need to develop about 100,000 of them.
Right.
It can be done. I don't have the time, but I'll make the time.
Hey, I'm saying fudge the rules a little. Fudge the rules a little, smash it. And we're getting just like every other person that has a YouTube channel where we spend the first 10 minutes begging for subscribers. Please smash the button, hit the up button. We don't. Anyway, we're not really that interested, but we really would like to. Yeah, I guess we are. We're really interested. But anyway, I'm Mike, just Mike. This is Ron, just Ron. And this is episode, Ron, number 49. We're 1 week away from 50. 50.
50.
50. We're that close to 50. And we hope to go way beyond that. But this is the toys episode we did before we were doing YouTube. We had a toys episode, and I think this is going to be a little different though, because and some people still listen. Yeah. I know a few people that listen rather than watch. So we'll do that radio description thing. But we're talking about toys leading up to Christmas, toys, Christmas toy kind of things kids used to get for Christmas and should still get for Christmas. What do you got behind you there, Ron? You have really set it up.
Well, right behind me, I'm running vintage TV commercials from the 50s through the 70s. And I'm not sure what's going on there. It's some sort of space toy or something they're showing. But I've got a lot of stuff back here on the table, and I'm going to try to do my best with the camera work to show you some of it. Right directly behind me, I want to ease out of the camera, is actually it's a vintage electric football set. If anybody remembers that thing, actually it was one that belonged to you. It was the Colts and the Jets. If you can see in the center there, and here we got NFL, and down here we have, of course, AFL.
Hey, what do you mean belonged? That's your mind,
well,
pal.
I saved it, man.
Okay, you just stored it.
Anyway, okay, now check this out. Look,
okay,
I even got them set up here. I have a bunch of teams. I decided the most colorful ones. Can you see them good?
Yeah, I can see them okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, I have the Raiders and the Niners here. As you can see, I got the vintage numbers. There's Snake and Casper and some of those guys. Then I got on defense, I have like most of the offense of the 49ers, which would be, Montana and some of those guys. But,
So Montana's playing defense?
Yeah, we'll see Montana playing defense. I'm fixing to let them play a little bit here. I got it all set up.
Who's got the ball?
Let's see what happens.
Who has the ball?
The Raiders have the ball.
Okay.
That's him in the middle. I guess he's going to run the quarterback sneak here. It looks like. Let's turn up the action a little bit. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, Snake got stopped.
Tackled
smashed in the middle.
Yeah. That was good defense, though.
Yeah.
It always was hard to get those guys going straight.
But yeah, the original teams, were the Colts and the Jets, and they've kind of, I don't know whatever happened to all of them, but the Sears catalog, you could order new teams. So every year or two, I would get like another division. So I got the NFC West at the time, which was the Saints, Falcons, but I don't have the Buccaneers. Buccaneers weren't around yet when I did that. But I've got the Bengals. I've got the Oilers.
Whoa!
Hey, check this out. Remember these guys? That was like the quarterback on the old set.
Oh, I thought that was the kicker. There was a kicker too.
And the quarterback, because like you could throw it, and then you could like do this. You kick, you pull it back. Oh, let's see if he works. This one doesn't work. Let's see if this one works. Oh, almost. He's a little old. He's kind of like a lot of these old kickers. Oh, it's moved a little. But anyway, hours of fun. I used to play with that all the time. I didn't use these guys, though. What I used to do was I kind of made my own cards, and I put all these cards in a hat by percentages.
Yeah.
and I would put, like, whenever I'd pass, I'd stop and go, okay, pass, and then I'd pull something out of the hat and it needed to be complete, incomplete, or interception.
There you go.
That's how I did it. It was more fun that way. But here's another, some old things left that I saved from some of you guys' old Christmas stuff. Do you remember these cars right here and what they went to?
Oh yeah, sure. That's like the Hot Wheels cars.
It was like a race set.
Is
that
that
had
the ones you
air
ran
thing as it went by, that big old
yeah.
yeah, and they had
That-
little things that went on the bottom, and you put and they would go in their lanes and stuff.
Right.
Now this was the only one that was mine. It was crappy. It was never as fast as this one. This one was really fast. This was mine.
Right.
It was
I like
crappy.
that.
I liked it because it was flashy. So
Yeah.
But yeah, well, and I think I'll show like maybe one of the players up close here too from the football set. There's my Kenny Stabler.
Yeah, number 12. Look at that.
There's Stabler there, and let's see, where's Joe Montana? Where's he at?
Stabler looked kind of right-handed there.
Yeah, he was kind of chubby too for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why that is.
Yeah, Kenny was never chubby.
Gum, where is Joe Montana? There he is. There's Joe. Yeah, there's Montana right there.
Quarterback / linebacker.
That's right, middle linebacker, Joe Montana. Yeah. A little known fact about Joe, plays some middle linebacker. Yeah. Well, I have lots of other stuff over here. Okay, one of my favorite toys when I was a kid was this guy. It was my favorite TV show and one of my favorite toys, $6 Million Man.
Austin. Yeah.
Steve Austin. Now, this was what he would do. I'm trying to remember if this thing will still work. Okay, it says right on this bionic. Okay, let's see if it still works. I don't think it still. Well, it might. No, his bionic arm doesn't work anymore.
Oh well.
You can still see he has the hole in the back of his head. He wasn't assassinated. That's where you look through and you can see through his his bionic eye.
Bionic eye.
You can kind of see that there. But he was a lot of fun there, and they had different stuff that went with him. And one of the things was this right here. I'm not going to open it up right now. It has it's like a rocket. You can put him in there. It's like a little personal space rocket, and you could open it up, and it was like an operation table and stuff to repair his bionic stuff and everything. You can kind of see.
Did he ever go in a rocket?
Huh?
Did he ever go in a rocket?
Well, he was Steve Austin, astronaut.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So
yeah, they had several episodes where they were in space. And here's a little something here. Years later, I got to meet my hero.
Yay!
Here I am getting him to autograph my season 3 DVD. There, he wrote from Lee Majors, Colonel Steve Austin.
Ex-husband
I got a little coin
Fawcett
here that came with it. But all right. Another one of my old favorites. Now, this is like a knockoff, a newer knockoff, but it's exactly the way they used to be. Now, this was, I got this, it was like a Walmart reissue, a good old G.I. Joe there.
Yeah.
With the Kung Fu grip. That was a very 70s thing.
Fighting man from head to toe.
That's right. And, oh, yeah, he's got the flocked hair, But anyway, this is, that they reproed the original boxes and everything. So,
wow.
So see, it says the Kung Fu grip there, That was about 1970 something. I forget which.
It'd be nice to have a Kung Fu
another
grip.
70s icon we had here. He's got a missing hand, and I don't have the motorcycle, but here's Mr. Daredevil himself.
How do you lose his
Evel
hand?
Knievel.
Yeah. What happened to his hand?
It's gone. I don't know what happened.
I know
he
it's
lost
gone.
in a horrible accident. Where he,
in real life,
where he obviously crapped himself.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, don't you think in real life it would have been better if he had, just for promotional purposes, if he had lost a limb somewhere? people would be, wow, he's so tough. He's missing a leg below the knee, and yet he still jumps.
Okay, well, I've been running my yap. I'll go back and show you. I've got a few more things to show, but share a few with me.
Oh, I was, I didn't have a lot for this because I knew you were going to be so ready, but I did make a list of, since we're kind of Christmas / toys, we'll probably do a little more on that later, Ron, but stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
That mostly came from Wemo. Super Balls.
Oh, yeah.
Always great. How many Super Balls did you have growing up?
I know I had a couple.
That's me.
And I think the only ones the main ones I had were the big black ones that y'all left behind. I got a lot of passed down toys from you guys,
Those are the only real Super Balls, or the big black ones that I can remember hitting those on the sidewalk, and they'd go up probably 8 or 9 stories.
Like you wouldn't believe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people are kind of used to them now, but in the old days, they were stunning. But all these things, you get stuck down in your stocking. Frisbees would be kind of lying around as an addition. They only cost a few dollars, and they were a lot. Actually, you probably played more with your Frisbee long term than almost anything you got for Christmas, because you just kind of sitting around, you just grab a Frisbee and start throwing that thing.
Well, I can't ever remember ever buying or getting a Frisbee, because it got to a point where they gave them away so often.
Oh, yeah.
For corporate stuff. And I remember ordering one with some box tops. I got one with the illustration of the original Kellogg's Cornflakes box on it.
Did you get a real Frisbee like that? Was it a real one?
Well, I don't remember. It probably Frisbee was. If it was going from Kellogg's, it probably was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the real ones have Frisbee and trademark on them.
Yeah, we had a red one, I remember growing up. But that's the only one I remember throwing, really, was that one.
Well, those, the actual Wham-O Frisbees that had Frisbee written on the trademark one, they were actually several notches up from the ones that you get at the fire department.
They were heavier.
They were heavy around the edges. Yeah. You could really spin them, and they, jump up and down when you were trying to catch them, and made it. Occasionally, you got hit in the nose.
They had a little bit of lip around the edge you could grip them with. I know that.
Yeah. And yo-yos. We should start a movement where people put yo-yos in kids' Christmas stockings. We're starting it right now. Parents,
okay, we'll do it.
Grandparents, let's give those kids some yo-yos in their stocking this year. They will play with them eventually. Once they figure them out, they'll play with them.
Well, I got to tell you, this was something that we did when the kids were growing up. My wife and I did, and it was always a big hit. We would always pick one thing that was like a really cool vintage type gift. And one of the ones I remember that was the most enjoyed was a dead-gum pogo stick.
Pogo sticks were great.
Man, the kids loved that pogo stick. They didn't ask for it and stuff, but they thought that thing was awesome.
Our next door neighbor, that I won't name, but I'm very fond of them. They're very nice people. And they had 2 great kids, a boy and a girl. And when they moved in, their daughter was maybe 9.
Yeah.
And she's graduated from high school now. And she would go out in our driveway, not our driveway, their driveway, which is right by our house.
Yeah.
And she would go on that pogo stick forever and ever. She was very good at it. She really liked it. And she ended up being a very good volleyball player. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
As a kid, you don't think of it as putting the work in.
Yeah.
But she put the work in.
Yeah.
And, I bet she went through a couple of pogo sticks, because this was not a 6-week thing. This went on for a couple of years. And,
I know the one
you're right. They're great.
I wore the rubber off of that thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
I used to like pogo sticks.
Yeah.
I used to like them a lot. And something else, yo-yos, this is totally boomer, transistor radios.
Oh, yeah.
Were great stocking stuffers. I think I had 2 or 3 that, were just given on the birthdays and stuff. But I think I got one at Christmas. Yeah. And they fit in your pocket, and you could listen to the local radio station.
It was the original iPod, or listen on your phone,
Right. And
because you had a headphone with it, too. Only
And
went in
then
one ear though, because it wasn't stereo. So
that's true. Well, most of the broadcasts weren't stereo either,
yeah, it was AM
so it
for
didn't
the most
matter.
part. Yeah.
Yeah, they were back when they were really popular. AM radio was where you listened to
Oh
music.
yeah.
And we're so old. We remember when you listened to rock music on AM radio.
That's right.
I'm so old. I
62
remember.
JDX
Yeah,
Jackson.
I remember. I'm so old. I remember when we got Marvel the Mustang on behind you there. Look,
Oh yeah, Marvel Mustang.
you
I
see
don't have
it?
a Marvel the
Oh,
Mustang.
yes.
Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah,
He's almost for
Marvel
real.
the Mustang.
Hey, you've quit singing. That may be why fewer people are watching.
It's
So you
good
need to-
enough for me. Just saddle him up and spurs for your feet.
There you go.
Man, that guy's ugly.
Looks like Tom Selleck on a really bad day.
No, that doesn't look like Marvel the Mustang. That's just like Blaze the somebody. That's not
Blaze the
Marvel.
Selleck, I thought
Kind
it
of,
was
you
Marvel.
got on him and he moved on his own. Oh, look at his legs move and stuff. That's pretty
Does
cool.
Blaze have a song?
Hey, from Mattel. All right.
Bob Mattel.
Oh man, somebody's playing Army. What's up?
Yeah, boy. That means G.I. Joe can't be far behind.
Yeah, really. We got to be heading to the '60s at some point.
Hey, I'll tell you what else I got, Ron, for stocking stuffers. Hershey's Kisses.
Oh yeah.
I always got that candy cane looking thing with kisses in it. And then, of course, there's the commercial, the Hershey's Kisses commercial started in the 80s that's still running today, where they're they're red and green and silver Hershey Kisses are lying around, and they sound like bells. They move around like bells, and they play. What is it? We wish you a Merry Christmas. 16-second commercial, still around all these years.
Okay, I got a classic for you. I just got my beautiful wife to hand me something that she ordered because we were talking about this one time, and you know how you would get the little book thing with all the lifesavers in it, right? And it was always that flavor you could never find anywhere else. But we have like a whole case of them.
Wow.
The good old lifesaver butter rum.
Oh, butter rum's great. Yeah.
The classic butter rum.
A lot of dentists made a living out of that.
I had to share that when you started talking about Christmas candy.
Yeah. Oh,
that is for sure.
I had forgotten about lifesavers as a stocking stuffer, but there just weren't. There wasn't as much candy back then. But I think the Kisses worked well because you could just open up a bag and throw them in loosely in the stocking, and lifesavers just that cylinder just dropped right in. So
another dentist favorite was peanut brittle. We always got a box of that.
Chip tea. Yeah, I don't know if they really
fuller there.
See, here's the thing though. Lifesavers made for just cavities that you could be taken care of on your regular visits. Peanut brittle made for emergency calls in the middle of the night.
You could break teeth with that, man. It was awesome.
Broke a tooth, yeah. It's killing it. Can you do something? Oh,
kid. Strap it up.
Give him a shot. Oh, man.
Hey,
what else you got? What else you got
let's see. I'll show you this one real quick because it's an old vintage toy I liked a lot. It was, I collect Batmobiles now, but this was my first one when I was a kid. A plastic Batmobile.
Yeah.
Got Batman and Robin in their classic red and blue costumes.
Woo!
But, hey, it was cool. And it's very beaten up. I love this, obviously. And, okay, here we go with some other stuff here. This is a toy a lot of people got, was the old Viewmaster.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you put
they're still pretty popular.
In fact. You can still find them. And for those that, don't know what you do, you get them out of this was the Good Guys gift pack. It had like Superman and different stuff in it. But, you just insert it in and you make sure it's all straight. And, you look in there, you make sure you got a good source of light like above you. And
right.
And
you're in Seattle. Yeah. You're flying with Superman.
Yeah. And you're
battling
right where you need to be.
Batman.
And, we didn't have we weren't buying videotapes and stuff back then. I mean, this was the only game in town, and we would if you wanted to rewatch a movie or a TV show, you had stuff like this, like Big Top Bunny. There's a Donald Duck.
Yeah.
There's a
And his
Captain
champagne music.
America. And then you had like TV shows and stuff like, here's my old favorite again, The $6 Million Man.
There he is.
And it would tell the little tale in, 3 reels. Of course, there's another one we talked about going back to Cowboys, Lone Ranger.
Oh, yeah. Silver, fair enough.
Now, they don't do these anymore, but they were doing this at the time. We went on vacation one year, and they had they would sell these literally at, the places you would go to.
I remember looking at that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if is that one we had from the old days, or did you buy that recently?
No, that was from the old days. That was one that was bought on vacation. See, here's another one.
Yeah, I remember looking at Rock City. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, I got to go back to one of my old favorites again. Batman,
Robin and Batman. Yeah. Burt Ward.
Yeah. But this was
Adam West.
This is the package that I got. I already had one, and then I got this gift pack thing here that had all the superheroes, and and over the years, I kept this, and I just put them all back in here because it's a good container,
right?
And the packages have kind of, the glue has kind of disintegrated on some of them, but it kind of keeps everything together.
It looks great.
Yeah.
It looks great. Only I know that as neat as you have that looking, all those things are actually thrown around the floor in a storage room, but you just go and dust them off when you need them. Have to tiptoe through
actually,
them.
It's funny, I've had all those things, and just kind of as I got them, I added to them and just kept them in there. And,
right. Hey, that's good for you. Good for you. Hey, you got any more to show us, sir?
I'm pretty much done with the stuff I have in here.
Okay.
But,
we can work some more stuff in.
22 minutes in right now. So,
hey, leading up to the holidays, we can throw in some other things. Yeah, I've got some toy horses I used to play with. I'll bring them next time if I can remember it. I did a song of the week. Did you do a song of the week?
I thought of one as we were doing the show here.
What?
Very appropriate. It's from my all-time favorite band. And no, it's not the Beatles. It is, of course, the Monkees. And that's the very first song they ever recorded on their own and played all their own instruments. It was never released as a single. It was supposed to be, but it wasn't. And it was called All of Your Toys.
Huh. Right.
Just like all of your toys.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Oh, you need to look that one up and listen to it. Yeah, that's
I will.
That's the first song they ever did, and the second song they ever did was, of course, they did release this one, and that was "The Girl I Knew Somewhere."
Yeah. Mike Nesmith.
And that was the first song they ever recorded that was written, produced, and played by all of them.
Mike Nesmith was not on the lead vocals. That was Mickey.
The release version they did. He chose Mickey to do the song, but I have a version of Mike doing the lead as well.
Well, that always sounded like a Mike Nesmith song to me.
Yeah, he wrote that one. Yeah, it's funny. Okay. He a lot of his songs he got Mickey to sing, and that was like the only person he ever let sing his songs other than him.
And their voices are completely different.
Yeah.
So you would think
it's almost like he wrote stuff for Mickey to sing.
Well, hey, maybe he did.
Yeah.
Mine is a Christmas staple. It's not that old. It's from 1984. But I was just thinking, 1984. That's when boomers. We were in our prime in the 80s.
Yes.
That was 40 years ago, and we were 35 and 40 and stuff like that, and getting big promotions.
I was younger than
head
that.
coaches.
I was still rocking it in college, man. I was going out and bar hopping.
But this was
chasing
last
girls.
Christmas. True. Last Christmas by Wham. And, of course, George Michael wrote it and produced it and did basically a majority of the singing on it, not all of it. And released December 3rd, 1984. And Ron, if you turn on the radio, of course, a lot of the radio stations now are playing Christmas songs around the clock.
Yeah.
And I swear you'll hear Last Christmas 6 times in an hour with 6 different artists doing it. A lot of the artists, if they do a Christmas song, they make sure it's Last Christmas. It's kind of a sad song.
Yeah.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
Mm-hmm.
The very next day, you gave it away. But this Christmas, I'm going to do better. And that's everybody's motto. I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better, dude. It was written and produced by George Michael. It was also a movie. They made it into a movie. They kind of very loosely based a movie's. Did you ever see 2019's Last Christmas?
No.
Oh, wow. You got to see it. Romantic comedy. One of my favorite kind of movies, and I'm not being facetious here.
Yeah.
I like those romantic comedies. It stars Emilia Clarke and Henry Golding, and it's just about this down on her luck young lady who really has a messed up life, and the only thing she's kind of got going for her is she's a fan of George Michael's music, and it's Christmas time, and she has a job working in a Christmas store, and she has to dress like an elf, and crazy stuff ensues as she goes through her life.
As it often does.
It's you got to see it, Ron. It's great.
All right.
Last Christmas. So, at any rate, that's my song of the week, Last Christmas, and kind of an added in tip: go out and find the movie Last Christmas from 2019, and watch that if you like romantic comedies. It's pretty funny, little language issue, so you can't sit around with the kids, but it's a grown up movie, but it's got a child's heart, so I like it. Anything else as far as toys?
Well,
You're gonna bring some more toys next week.
I was one of those kids that when I watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, when I always felt sorry for the toys, that were all weird with, like the train with the square wheels. And I was going like, hey, I'll take you, man. Come to my house. I'll play with you.
Well, nowadays
I wanted to play with all the bad toys.
Nowadays, if you're strange, the police just arrest you. That's what you got to look forward to. So, or if you're just a little unusual.
That's right.
That's what happens. And on that note, Ron, I guess we're done for Boomer Bongo Boulevard for another week.
All right.